All right, we're going to look at dividing fractions and some mixed numbers today. So for the first one, let's take a look at a few. Remember that when we divide, what we end up doing is we multiply by the reciprocal. So we always take the second number and we flip it over 9. Okay. Now this one, we get 30 over 81. And we can divide both of those by 3 for sure. So we can go, this would be 10 over, and 81 divided by 3 ends up being 27. That's where we end up there. Okay, let's look at number 2. Number 2, we have rewrite, same thing. We're just going to rewrite as multiplication, and then we're going to multiply. So for the first part, when we have a mixed number, so we'll do B, we want to first change it to improper fractions, and then we can divide, or then we can do the rewrite after that. So for the first one, we're going to go 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9 halves. And we'll leave it as division, and it's going to be 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 is 5 quarters. Equals. Now step 2, we're going to rewrite this as a multiplication statement. So we're going to go 9 over 2 times 4 over 5. Okay. Multiplication, I always look to simplify first. So let's change this into a simplified. Sorry, that's a 1. Okay, so 4 divided by 2 is just 2, or 2 over 1. Okay, and now when we multiply, we're going to get 18 over 5. Okay, and let's change that into a mixed number. So 5 is going to go into 18 3 times, which would be 15. And the difference between 15 and 18 is 3. So we have 3 and 3/5 for this one. Okay, let's do one more here, and then we'll do one of the the word problems as well. So let's look at 4a. We're going to divide. We have 1 and 1/12, divide by 2 and 1/2. So let's change that to a improper fraction to start. So 1 times 12 is 12, plus 1 is 13 twelfths, divided by 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5 halves. Let's rewrite as multiplication times, and we're going to flip that second number. Okay. Again, let's reduce before we go. So we got a 12 and a 2 can be reduced. So this will become 1/6. Keep our numbers a little bit easier, and we're going to end up with 13 over 30. Okay. And we can leave that one as that. Okay, and then the word problems. The big one with division and the word problems is to make sure you get it in the right order. So what we want to do with this one, it says in a comedy review, each performer has a quarter of an hour slot. How many performers are there in a 2-hour show? So it's basically like how many quarter-hour slots are within 2 hours is kind of what it's asking. Okay, so basically what we want to do is divide the 2 hours into quarter slots. How many are there? How many equal slots of a quarter of an hour? Okay, so we're basically, our problem becomes 2 divided by 1/4. Okay, and we can rewrite as multiplication. Times 4 over 1. Remember, this is over 1. It just becomes numbers at this point. And 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, so we can say there are 8 1/4 hour slots in 2 hours. Okay, and it makes sense that it's more because we have a lot of, a lot of 1/4 slots in the 2 hour. All right, I'll leave it there. Good luck on this one.